A lot of good stuff coming up in the all sports section, but Wrexham getting another promotion, potentially getting another promotion. This has been, in terms of the best stories in soccer slash football, at least last year, in my opinion. I think Wrexham, obviously, you got the TV show. You have the element of, Ryan Reynolds and the Americans that are going over there and buying the club, and then the story of them and just what they did last year, really, and is just one of the more inspiring ones, I would say, of the entire year. But they continue to make headlines. So what do we have going on with Wrexham?
Yeah, so I was looking at the graphic I made. It doesn't really, I guess it's more the money side. But no, they have in 4.5 seasons, Phil Parkinson, the since he's been the manager of Wrexham. This obviously is kind of a little bit after when Reynolds and McElhenney took over, because of course I think they took over a little bit after COVID, a little right around 2021, right around that time. But they appointed Phil Parkinson, I believe, in 2022. In 4.5 seasons, he has gotten Wrexham in 4.5 seasons, he's gotten them 73 places up the English pyramid. They currently sit in sixth place in the championship, and it's just incredible because no team has ever had 3 straight promotions. Wrexham did that. No team has ever had 4 straight promotions. Wrexham could do that. They're currently in sixth place. So what does that mean for the people at home? Well, the championship is if you finish in the top six, you are in the running to be promoted ultimately into the Premier League. 1 and 2 get automatic promotion. 3 through 6 play each other in a playoff. 3 plays 6, home and away. 4 versus 5, home and away, in 2 legs. And then obviously the winners of those 2 play in the most expensive game in soccer. That's what it's called. It's the promotion into the Premier League. But just let's take a look at the numbers here. I call this the Hollywood effect. Since these 2 have taken over, a 62% win rate approximately. Since these 2 have taken over, including 100-plus wins, including 3 straight promotions. Said that's never happened. And again, This is only the numbers for 2023, 2024. That's as far as I've seen. A 155% increase in revenue. Retail over $6 million a year. Club value, when they took over, $2.5 million all the way up to $475 million. And I think the crazy part of all this is 52% of their views come from outside of the UK and come from North America. We talked about I searched up some of the sponsorships that they have right now. TikTok obviously is one. United Airlines, Ancestry.com for simply just their training kits. They have Stoke Cold Brew Coffee, Expedia, Aviation American Gin, and Apollo Global Management. That's what they just have in terms of sponsorship. You just talked about the Hulu documentary. I think that's what put a lot of people on. They don't even watch soccer. They just like Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. But ultimately, this turnaround, I swear to God, if this somehow messes up with my Arsenal Gunners, I'm going to be pissed. But in the future, this is going to piss me off. But I don't even think they'll get to that level. I think the money just a little bit different. But the fact that they're able to go from the National League, which is the 5th tier, and struggle for years, struggle for decades on end, the club is just decaying. And you take these 2 who just have a dream from America, who probably don't know anything about soccer to begin with, to start off. And all of a sudden, they just take step by step. And this is different than a lot of the other American owners or minority owners. They're minority owners. They just kind of influx some money in here and there and create, honestly, just some publicity for that club. That's all that really is. But these 2 have decided to own a club like this, take it all the way to the championship. And the fact that they're even in the championship conversation in the promotion conversation to go into the Premier League this year, it's just unheard of. Like, this is, like, we talked about Indiana being some college football like, whose college football dynasty rebuild is this? Now, this is, if you were to take middle school me or early high school me, this is what I would do in FIFA. Take some team from League 2, get them to the Premier League within 4 or 5 seasons. But they're doing this from the National League. This is real life. What FIFA dynasty, what FIFA rebuild is this? Because it's unheard of.
There's a difference between being an owner and taking ownership of the place that you are in charge of. There is a stark difference between I own a team and I take ownership for this team. And I'm invested in the team and I'm invested in the community, and everything that I do is for the betterment of this group, right? That I've dedicated myself to, and getting them to the next level. I love your comparison, Ryan and Mac, to the rest of the American owners that are starting to break into the European soccer slash football scene. And again, we've seen more and more. And we talked about yesterday Americans that have stakes in soccer clubs and in places. You know, Tom Brady being another one of them. There is a stark difference between I have stake in an organization, but I got other things to do. You know, my name's on the thing. I spent the money. You know, if you need any sort of financial backing from me, I'm here to pay you, but I'm hands off, right? I'm a part of the ownership group, but I'm a hands off owner. Um, there's a stark difference between that and what we've seen out of Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney when they took over Wrexham. They have immersed themselves in the community. They have immersed themselves in the organization. They have done everything in their power, from the documentary to the amount of money that they've inserted, to being a part of the community, to really trying to do everything they can to, again, make themselves an open book to what this European soccer experience is, and accepting the community and therefore becoming a part of the community. I actually saw a European commentator not long ago talk about, hey, I love more than anything to bash on American soccer fans because I think they're ignorant. I think they're full of themselves. I think they think they're much special than what they actually are, but they don't know the half of it because they've never been here and they've never seen the game where it was born. Rob and Mac met them halfway. Or Ryan and Mac, I should say, met them halfway. They really have embraced everything that there is, and they've embraced the community around the team, and that matters a lot. And so I think that's kind of led to this unbelievable rise from the ashes. And now, does money have a part? Does money have a role in it? Absolutely. I mean, like, we can't. I don't want to sit here and mess around and be like, well, anybody can do it with a dream and a goal. Yeah, they went there with a dream, but they went there with a dream and millions of dollars in their pocket. Now, are they good businessmen? Have they produced a lot of money? Yes. And the truth is, with money, is like, once you create a machine that produces it, then you're just rolling. And they've created that machine at Wrexham. So I'm not going to tear down everything that they've done. Clearly, they've done great work, but that is the part of it that I think even Europeans look at and they're like, okay, these guys are different. Like, they're not just here to say, okay, I spend the money, my name's on the list.
Not like
I have
Tom
the
Brady.
note. Exactly, not like Tom Brady, because Tom Brady has 800 other things he's got going. He's got. Whoa, you got me? Did I
Can
cut
hear you,
out?
but you're frozen on
But
screen.
I'm frozen on screen. All right, here, hold on. Let me do this really quick.
Yeah, I think you bring up some really good points. With Tom Brady, yeah, he's got other things like oh, there you are.
Am I
Uh
moving?
other things like commentate and talk too much on TV and do all
Oh,
those other
I
things with.
forgot you don't like Brady. I
I don't
forgot.
like Brady as an analyst. I think he sucks. I think he talks too much. I think Greg Olson should have had that role. I think G Reg should have had the role. And he should have. But no, if you look at it, Birmingham City, Wrexham, I think both of them are actually still in the championship. I think
Yeah.
Birmingham City, they're both in the championship. But I also wanna say this is, like, we, as an English Premier League fan, everyone everyone shits on Man City because of money. Everybody shits on Man City because of the oil money. Well, you're only good because of the oil money. Yet everybody wants it. Everybody wants the oil money because you can just throw money at players and coaches and training
Yeah.
staffs and academy facilities and training facilities. You can do that. And yet in the lower divisions, everyone's been shitting on Wrexham. Yet everybody wants it. Everybody wants the takeover. Everyone wants the money takeover. I don't care what team you are. Like, if you look at
Everybody wants an owner that cares.
that too, everyone wants the college football NIL takeover. That's what they want. And
Yeah.
these two, who quite frankly probably knew nothing, I think they said themselves, know nothing about soccer, know nothing about, even
Right.
the tiers. Nobody knows about it. but they can't. They come in, they find a club that has a good community backing. Like if you look at everything around it, and even the city of Wrexham itself, how much it's grown, and in all the
Yep.
businesses, everyone all of a sudden everyone's got a ton of money in their pockets. Yet everybody wants it. You can talk about,
Yep.
money this, you can talk about the Dodgers, you can talk about Man City, you can talk about Ohio State with their NIL money, you can talk about Michigan with NIL money. But you know what? Everybody wants it. Also, shout out Mark Griffiths, the play-by-play guy for Wrexham. If you ever get a chance and see all the because they're winner this weekend, the Men in Blazers put the commentary of his over the actual video.
Oh, that's cool.
Unbelievable
That's
stuff.
cool.
Mark Griffiths is
That's
a
really cool.
passionate, unbelievable play-by-play guy for Wrexham. But nah, maybe we should get him on the show. Maybe we should reach out, be like, dude, would you want to be on the show?
I'm down.
Because he's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Listen, but no, that's basically what it boils down to: is everybody wants it.
Yeah. And everybody wants an owner that's willing to risk it for the biscuit. I mean,
It's
that's
not
really
even
what it comes
that.
down
It's not
to.
even that. Just think about, like, even if you think about it, they didn't. I doubt that a lot of that money is influxed from just them. Just think about all the
No,
sponsorships
no, exactly.
and
But
using
they're
their
willing.
name. That's how they
What
got a
I
lot of
mean
the
by
sponsors.
right. What I mean by risk it for the biscuit is doing everything you can to produce more money, to produce what you need to do to make this dream a reality. Like they hustled and got after it. I'm not saying like it was just from them. I'm just saying they have an owner that cares. They have owners that care, people that are invested. Even if I don't know anything about the sport, it doesn't mean, Ryan, that I can't look into who are the best people to surround myself with, because that would be my first goal. Like I'm not the smart one here, but I'm going to pay people to be in the right spots to do the things that we need in order to get to where we need to go. But